Art and mental health. Artist Victoria Wynn joining us now in studio as we put the focus on our mental health this month. Victoria, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in today.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Let's talk a little bit about this. How did you start to learn about the benefits of art and how art can help with mental health?
You know, honestly, it was through my own struggles, because it doesn't always mean PTSD, it doesn't always mean depression, but I had a huge loss in my life. And I was so down. I didn't know what to do. I started this new technique of fluid art, and I found that, speaking of what we were chatting about on the break, I felt like a 5-year-old again. Oh, yeah. And just the dumping and the pouring and the marbling, and after several weeks, I noticed that I was slowly feeling better. But beyond that, I really did have PTSD. I had kind of shoved it away. Psychologists told me I just felt like that was a broken thing. I did not want to own up to that. As I opened up and I started doing art and realized I'm not having like heart palpitations, or I was kind of just a little bit anxious at times. And the more I did the art, the more I felt like this happy kid again. Yeah. So yeah, what you just brought up during the break of eating, you know, kid cereals, it's like,
just reconnecting with that and healing through that. And you found it kind of on your own, just trial and error, but there's some real science to this.
There's a whole lot of science to it. I was just reading before this segment with you that Harvard is now saying that doing art and creative activities can help not quite alleviate, but minimize pain, like actual physical pain. Wow. So we know that it calms us. It takes us like to a meditative state. You'll see when we go and do our art segment, and hopefully you'll join in a bit. It's just free flowing and fun and absolutely like lifts your spirits. But they say within 20 minutes it reduces cortisol. So cortisol, you know, that's what brings on heart attacks and diabetes. And so within 20 minutes of doing art, and then they say within 45 minutes, you get a self-esteem boost. If you can just play around for 45 minutes, you already feel like, you know, I can conquer this. You know, I feel good about life. That's incredible to me.
In just these next few seconds that we have, with about 30 more seconds, I mean, I am not an artist. I haven't, Cheryl and I tried an experiment. I was, you know, it was pretty terrible. But anyone, no matter your art level, can benefit from this.
Doesn't even matter. It doesn't even have to be paint related. It could be sculpting. It could be knitting. Anything creative that takes you, you know, to that point. Do it at least 20 minutes when you start feeling stressed.
Perfect. Well, we don't have 20 minutes to do it, but we are going to get an example of this, and we're going to do some art with Victoria here in just a moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're talking art and mental health today with artist Victoria Wynn. Victoria and I have a lot in common. We're both from around the same area in Southern California, so we just got to laugh about that. But Victoria, you've found a lot of healing through this style of art. So tell us a little bit about what this is, what it's called, and how you do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I call it LUXE Fluid Art because I'm adding what I call LUXE powders. It's not quite glitter. It's like this metallic. And a few of these colors are actually cosmetic grade as well. So a lot of my customers have fun using it in cosmetics. Yeah. So do you want me to just get started? I think we should just start dumping, right? Perfect. Like dumping and making a mess. So I'm going to use a bowl, but normally just grab a cup. It's a very simple, I've got a basic canvas and then dollar, you know, store type of foil tin thing. And all you're going to do is create what I call a paint parfait.
That's a great way to describe that. So just layers of paint on top of one another.
Yep, you're gonna layer. I really recommend, if you're newer at it, to start with maybe 2 to 3 colors. Otherwise, things can get overwhelming, it can get muddy. And then here's where I'll add a nice little pile. I feel like I'm in the kitchen here, and then I'm like, let's do a dash of this.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
It always feels so, when I paint, it feels very Yes, free and fun.
And then you just keep layering. So this is something, Victoria, that you have been doing, and I know you'll keep painting for us, but you have been doing this for quite a while, and you have an art and mindset retreat that you're about to head to in Belize.
I'm so excited. So, okay, I'm going to pour and then tilt and talk. How about that? So I just pour it right out.
I love that mermaid glitter powder. That is so cool. That's
and then,
beautiful. Oh gosh, yeah.
Just tilt. So
cool.
Belize, I have a cabana in Belize, but we hold it at a beautiful villa on the beach. We have our private beach. So speaking of mental health, it's an art and mindset retreat. We relax through art. We learn about ourselves through art. Look how it's coming together here. And so I do that once a year. I've got another one. I already have signups for the next October, for October 2023.
Oh, wow.
But we have a full week. We go boating, we go to a private island and do art and eat really good food. And Belize has my heart, just amazing people. I have to say, besides Amarillo, like I've just, I'm new to Texas, and it has been, everybody's so kind and so friendly.
Yeah.
So
I've heard that about Belize before as well. Let's talk about if people are really, and that looks so beautiful. I love that you just, keep dumping and spinning and use your fingers and get in there and really, just kind of do whatever looks good to you, right?
Yeah. It's such a personal thing. There's just not a right or wrong. I am a full-time artist, and I used to be like a pencil portrait artist and detail and all of that. But I have to say that doing this free flowing, that's what's making me really feel like the 5-year-old that I say that, I want to feel like a 5-year-old every day. Doesn't happen every day, but does absolutely when I just start dumping and pouring paint. And this, speaking of Texas and my love for Texas, you can do this technique on anything. Wood cutouts, wooden little ornaments.
Oh, that's a great Christmas gift idea.
It's coming.
Yeah, it is.
I am going to be back on, so we'll talk about that at a different time. We're going to do some ornaments next month.
You have a pop-up coming up as well this week at Palace Coffee. I want to make sure to mention that.
Yes, I love Palace Coffee. They've been so amazing to me. And every Thursday for the next couple months, they have a pop-up art show. And for me, I get to be featured on October 27th. The last Thursday of the month, and I'm doing a glowing art show. So northern lights, galaxies, we'll turn the lights off and my art will glow. But I'll also go and do a free demo. And I'll let people come up and play around with the paint as well. So
wonderful.
Very excited about that.
Put it on your calendar if you want to meet Victoria and talk with her more about her art and her retreat that are coming up. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in today.
What a pleasure. Thank you.
We've got more Studio 4 up next. Stay with us.